Welcome to Lawfolds Farm, episode 17, with me, Mr. Sealy P. After the last episode, I put about 10,000 into storage to go towards feeding the pigs, went back, emptied the harvest for the last time, so I've now got 41,000 litres, or 41,024 if you're going to be specific. I'm going to take this up to Highland Grain. Highland Grain is paying the best for wheat at the moment, plus Highland Grains has got that storage facility, so I'm going to check that out too, test out how that all works. It's quite fortuitous that Highland Grain's paying the best as well as where the storage is, because it saves me driving all over the world. Oh, that in-cab view, but in trailer view, that's a different one. Yeah, the in-trailer view is quite an interesting one, but not too good for the crop destruction. I'm trampling all across the grass everywhere. It's hard to see, isn't it? Right, up to Highland Grain. We'll be there in a moment. We have arrived. Highland Grain's Highland Grain, top left of the map, in case you're new to this. Right, first signpost, whatever you want to call it, that's the sell point. Second one, I believe, is storage. I'm going to put about 10,000 in storage. I don't know how this is going to work, what it's going to charge me. High capacity, low cost storage facility. Okay. Put just over 10,000 in there. Now I don't know what the fee's going to be. I guess at the end of the day or every hour you're going to get charged. Only time will tell. I also don't know how you find out. Does it show on your screen? Let's have a look. Does it show a storage screen? No. Don't know. Okay, so the rest we are going to sell. I think it's paying just about 1,600, I think it's paying at the moment. $46,765. That's not bad at all. Right, over on field 34 that we harvested in the last episode, it is requiring the bales collecting. They've got to be picked up and taken over to Lewesk, which we'll need to do. I do need to harvest field 33, I believe it is. And field 32 that I did the OSR on the other day is going to need seeding with whatever we choose to do. I think we're up to date pretty much with all our fertilising, weeding, etc. Yes, I think we are. Let's do those jobs first. I don't know if I'm going to do the wheat harvest on... actually, just double check. Yeah, 33. I don't think I'm going to do the wheat harvest on 33 yet, because we've just literally just done a wheat harvest, so I'd be mad doing another one. Next job on the to-do list, get the bales sorted out first. That's the first thing. Just going to pull this over to one side, and then we'll just put that there. We'll whiz down to field 32, get in the massive Ferguson, get this stuff cleared. Okay. Now I realise this is coming kind of back to back. I'm trying to. It's a difficult one. I don't know. I'm trying to do a day of each. So I do one episode of Ulstering Farm, one episode of Lawfolds, etc. I did originally say when I was trying to run Chellington and this, I would do a week of one, week of the other. Which it does work. The only thing I found was I had a few people speak to me to say that they really enjoyed the old Chellington and they really enjoyed this, and different people saying different things. And again, it's back to that same thing. Can you appease everybody? You can't. But to be fair, if there was a Let's Play that I didn't particularly like and a YouTuber was doing two at a time, if you do a week of one then a week of another, and one of them you don't particularly enjoy, you've got to wait an entire week for another episode on the one you do like. So I kind of get where people are coming from. I'm trying all different things out. In all honesty, I'll try anything. I'll give it a go. I'll, to the best of my ability, and like I say, you can't please everybody. It's not going to work. But you can certainly try. You can listen to advice. You can listen to feedback, and you can try and change the style you do things, the way you do things, and hopefully people will enjoy what you're doing. So I'm going to carry on here. I don't know if I do 16. I might do a stack of 12 and then the rest. I've already put some by the pigs. There's not that many left, are there? Yeah, I'll do a 12. Take that over. What I also need to do is use this auto stack, and it's a little bit cheaty, but I say the auto stack's designed to pick up bales. I'm going to be picking up bales, but where I moved the trailer the bales were on, they just kind of are in a heap on the floor. So if I use the auto stack, I can tidy them back up again. And I've got to find a place to put these actually, because where I put the trailer was on a kind of slope down away from Lewesk Farm, and it was a bit of a nightmare getting to. I'll be totally honest. Now I'm thinking of another purchase, probably a bigger seeder. Got money in the bank. I'll put the first straw stack there to the left, over by the house. I was going to put them here, but it's going to block the barn. Not that I'm going to use. I don't know what. It's a big old farm. If I was using this as my main hub, then I'd be full of vehicles. But obviously, it's not. Like I say, what I'm going to do now. Excuse me. I keep jumping out the tractor. It's a bit unorthodox, but it needs to be done. Just going to collect these up. There's not many left here, to be fair, but they do need collecting. I probably could have put the stacks around here, because this bit here is quite flat. I did think about putting them here, but this bit here slopes away. I didn't want to put them too close to the silage bales, because they tend to glitch if you put all the bales too close together. But actually this bit is it's flat here before it drops away. I probably could have got away with sticking them there again, but it was actually harder to get to with the telehandler. Tighter than I thought it was going to be. Right, let's stick this stack in front, and then when I go and collect the rest from the other field, I'll stick those next to it, I think. Like I say, just trying to avoid having too many bales too close together, because it can go really laggy sometimes, which is understandable really. it's got a little bit of a slope on it, but it should be alright. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go to the last lot. You've seen me collect bales. It's nothing new. Unless collecting bales is your thing, it's probably going to get a little bit boring. Why is it not going up? There we go. Right, back over, collect those, bring them back, and then we'll be on to our next job. We are flying through these. There we go. So that's all the straw bales we've got. That's all the straw bales we need for a while. We've got silage, we've got straw, we've got hay, we've got silage bales just around the corner there. All looking good. I'm going to put the Arcus in round here because if we're going to do baling, it's going to be for the cows anyway. So stick it in here, out of the way. Right. The next job I think is going to be a new seeder. I got the Horse Maestro for doing corn and sunflower. Hang on, corn and sunflowers. Oh dear, where are we? Yeah, for doing corn, sugar beet, sunflowers, and it also does soybean, which the other harvesters do as well. Seeders do as well. I'm thinking I'm going to go for the Solitaire. Now, it only seeds, doesn't fertilise as well, and it doesn't... I could get the Condor, but that's massive. And I've used that before. I haven't used the Solitaire. I'm probably going to get the Solitaire, which means the field's going to have to be cultivated first anyway. So field 32 I'm going to cultivate. Looking at what I've got already, it means I'm going to have to sell the Vedestat Rapid. Yeah, the Rapid will have to go back, and I'm going to buy the Solitaire. I need to cultivate with the Gigant. I always get that wrong anyway. Yeah, that's next on the list. So quite happy with that. Got everything we need. I think the feed area is looking relatively clean. Doesn't need any work on at the moment. So let's sort out a new seeder and get field 32 seeded. I've grabbed the Optum back and I'm going to put the Gigant on that. The Gigant needs 300 horsepower, so it needs a biggish tractor to run it. Don't have to worry about crop destruction, it's just been harvested, so that's not a problem. I've got to remember the way this field runs. Right, should be fine from the corner, we'll see how we get on. So what I'll do is I'll set a worker on this cultivating, and then I'll go up to the store, take the Vedestat back, and buy the Solitaire. We'll get that back. And I'm thinking as well, I was asked why I don't use cover crop, why I do a fertiliser spray, then a seed, then either or a weed, and whatever I do. That if you do a cover crop, it takes you there, it gets you there a lot quicker. In all honesty, I don't know. So what I might do is stick a cover crop in this one. Simply because I haven't done it before. I've got soybean growing in certain fields, I've got corn growing over there, I've got sugar beet growing, I've got a field that I've just harvested of wheat. I've got another wheat one there. Field 32 I'm probably going to stick barley in because I haven't done barley. I'm thinking of poplars as well actually. I might do a poplar harvest. Let's just get us in the right position. So I just hope he's yakking away. Not even lined up properly. Let's line this up. I'm sure this will come up with workers been obstructed repeatedly because it's been doing that a lot since the update. The worker... How has he completed his task? This needs to be... This is ridiculous. Why will this not cultivate? Right. The worker won't cultivate. That's strange. Looks like I'm cultivating them. Lucky me. Right, we'll do the cultivating on field 32. Once that's done, then we'll go and buy the solitaire. Best laid plans and all that. Bearing in mind it's Scotland, it's probably not a bad quote, is it? After Glay. I apologise for murdering that. Strange that the worker won't work. Are they on strike? Have I done something wrong? Right. You know this works. I shall continue and see you momentarily. Last bit of fertilising done. Let's fold that up. I did get caught up mid-recording. I was part way through doing this, ready to start recording again, and then I was kind of invaded by my family, which is a lovely thing. It's always nice when they come and sit with me and talk. However, it meant I couldn't record. That's why I whizzed over and did a load of wood chipping, because I could do that without recording as such, you know what I mean? Not talking. I could do that without talking. It's hard to... I can't record with my headset on when everyone else is in the room talking, because it picks everyone else up. But anyway, that's that done. I've also taken the JCB with the Vedestat Rapid over to the store, to the Northern Marts hub. So we'll park this up. Right, so off to the Northern Marts hub. I'll sell the Vedestat and we're going to buy the Solitaire. Okay. So, I do like this JCB. I was thinking about getting the bigger one, but I don't know. It's just really grown on me. Nice little workhorse, this. Right, so the Vedestat. 43,000. That's not bad. That's a bit of money towards the Solitaire, plus the lot of wood chipping I just did as well. That puts me in really good stead for getting the new seeder. I still need to get this delivered. They've been quite slow at taking this over to the farm for me, but I will get that done. So, sowers, where are we? Sow machine. The Lemken Solitair 12. 123,000. Yes, please. I'm thinking as well, I'm going to buy another field. Let's have a look at this. Nice. It's not going to be cheap to fill up, I wouldn't have thought, but it's going to be interesting to use. Now, the other thing I did say I would do was put a cover crop in the ground, probably in field 32. I've decided against that. Field 32 is a big field, and on this map, they're all big fields. You know, even when you look at some of these, like 24 and 13 and 12 and 7, compared to the fields that are farm, I've just done field 34, and that's a big field. 32 just took me a while to cultivate. Doing a cover crop in one of these just seems a bit mad to me. I suppose what I should have done was a cover crop in 30 if I thought about it. So what I'm going to do a cover crop on Old Stream Farm, on one of the smaller fields. So on the, depends which episode it is that will come out. I think it's going to be episode 21, I guess it will be. On episode 21 on the Old Stream Farm, I'm going to do a cover crop in one of those. On this, I'm going to carry on doing normal kind of farming work. I didn't even think to check the horsepower requirement of this. What was it? I might have done in a previous episode and then forgot what I said it was. This will pull it, no problem at all. It's just whether it'll operate or not. Let's have a quick look. Required 270. So that's going to have to be the Optum. Did I say that? Oh, I said that already. Losing my mind. Right. Let's get back to the farm and we'll get it filled up and then we'll use it. Big fields, big machinery. That's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, so I'm going to buy a field. Nothing too insane. Not a huge field. But I'm thinking of doing poplars. Sticking poplars in one. I did it on Challington, and I seeded the field and never ever got round to harvesting it because I finished the Let's Play on that, and I said I might go back and do the odd episode here and there. I've just never got round to doing it. So if you were watching Challington and thinking, "Well, I can't wait for the poplars," I'm going to do some on here. I think because I kind of you generally go through a kind of list of things you want to do, different crops you want to do, different machinery you want to use. Things like greenhouses, getting the animals, doing some silaging, doing whatever it is, the whole list of things you want to do on that farm. Poplars tends to be not down on the list because I don't want to do them. I just forget because they weren't on FS15. They're not kind of on my top of the list of things to do. So I think I might do some poplars and be interested in harvesting them. Someone said the other day that they've changed the yield ratios or something for poplars so that when you do poplars you get more wood chips for your poplars because it was actually quite low. So it'd be interesting to see what the yield will be like on them. I haven't really done them a lot. I did them on Goldcrest Valley, but it was difficult to tell. It was quite a small field. So let's get this back and filled up. I'm talking a lot, I've realised. Okay, I can't remember how much seed I've got over this side, so I assume the cupboard would open if you had the arms open. Let's carry on filling it. Right, I've used everything I had. So filling up from here then. This should last a while, in all fairness. 5,800 litres. Now, what crop shall we have? Wheat, barley, OSR, soybean, cover crop, don't want grass. I might put OSR back in this actually. Yeah, I'm going to put oilseed rape back in here. It's what I harvested the first time. I'm going to do oilseed rape. We can always sell it, we can always use it for the pigs. I don't think the pigs are going to use that much, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now again, we're in a situation I don't know if the worker's going to work. It should. And we shall now see, won't we? See what the width of this is like. Not bad at all. Let's just line up, shall we? Hang on, this won't pull this, will it? Hasn't got enough horsepower. Oh, what am I thinking? Back in 1 second, change the tractors. I'm thinking I'm going to need to invest in another big tractor. I mean, this is a sort of mid-range, I guess. But something big. Big map, big fields, need a big tractor. Something a lot more wood chipping though. Not that I don't do much of that already. Okay, let's see if the worker will do its thing. Let's line it up. Well, this is interesting. Alright, so with it open, it will allow me to open the cover. But again, what it's not offering me is a worker. It's not even giving me the option for a worker. Whoa, okay. On my own again. That's interesting. I wonder why it's not doing that. Because believe me, when I did the update on this, it definitely said on the update there was no need to start a new save game. It said that on the update. If this is going to be doing this the whole time, this is going to make this really long. Not being able to set workers on things. Okay, well, there we go. That's the Lemken Solitair anyway. I mean, to be fair, it's going to be a lot quicker. And looking at it now, I might have been better off spending the extra and getting the Condor, because that's huge. But I had the Condor on Goldcrest Valley. I wanted to try something different. The only other downside to this one is it doesn't fertilise at the same time. But again, that's not, you know, just whiz over it with a fertiliser spreader or a weeder, or, you know, it's not a problem. It's just going to take a little while. I'll be honest with you, that took some time. And a serious amount of seed. Serious amount of seed. Let's fold that up. I will need to refill that for next time. Yeah, that was a task and a half. I'm really puzzled by the whole not being able to hire a worker thing. I'm going to try it in some of my other fields because that's a bit of a worry. Could just be that field for some reason, don't know why. Let's fill that up, it's going to take a little while. While that's filling up, I've been keeping my eye out on the fields actually. I've got my eye on field 22. It's not too big. I mean, I say it's not too big. In relation to the rest of the fields on this map, it's not too big. It's a fair sized field. I did a contracting job on it to spray it, slurry inject it with the Vinhus, whatever it is, Vinhus. And it's got sunflowers at the moment. When it's ready for its next going over or even the harvesting, I'm going to do it again because at the moment it's running at 100,000 they want for that, which I'll happily pay. If I can get it a little bit cheaper, I'll get it a bit cheaper. I might as well be paid for doing the work on it. I'll get the sunflowers, but I'll buy it just before the harvest. And that's the one I'm going to do poplars in. Don't know what episode that's going to be yet, but I'm going to do poplars in field 22. Because when you come back out, when you look at all the size of all the other fields, they're just huge. I mean, I suppose 38 maybe, but that's a long way away from where you're going to sell your wood chips. Your wood chip selling points are up the top here and here. So I want a field that's sort of not... That's pretty much equidistant between the two. So whichever one's doing the best rate, I can sell my wood chips. So that's what I'm going to do. When, I'm not too sure. That's full again, which is wondrous. Pop this away. I'm sure there'll be all different theories. People will come to me with comments about why it wouldn't hire a worker, and it might be to do with the order I fertiliser sprayed it, then cultivated it, and then it wouldn't let me, because I'm pretty sure that seeder doesn't cultivate as well. I don't think it does. No, with the same machine you can sow fields. That one says it offers a possibility to direct, so I'm not sure, unless it's something to do with the patches, which it could well be. Yeah, I have to give that some thought then. Well, up next is going to be some fertilising again, unfortunately. But I'll probably do that off screen. Let me just jump out of here. I will park. I'm going to swap these around because that's bigger. That needs to go in the middle section. I'll do that in a minute. Right, looking on the map very, very quickly. Let's zoom in. Field 28 to 29, I think, needs fertilising to put on its third state, but I don't know if it needs to grow another stage. Maybe get onto that slightly darker one and then do it. I also need to cultivate on field 34. That needs doing again. That might well be off screen. I need to do a harvest on 33. I'm keeping my eye on field, like I say, field 22. There's always going to be wood chipping. Maybe a bit of mission stuff. Because the rest of my fields aren't ready to do anything with. The animals are all looking pretty good, I have to say. They don't need anything. They're all doing okay. That's the end of this episode. Got all the bales off of the field, got them over by the farm. We've got the new Solitair, given that a go. Discovered that the workers don't seem to want to work anymore. We'll see how we get on. Bit of fertilising to be done, bit of cultivating to be done. Down on 34. Jobs that are plodding on. I'm going to try and raise as much money as I can to buy fields, and also maybe get another tractor. I'm thinking I've got 4, but hey, you can never have too many tractors. Or maybe you can, I don't know. I don't really want to get rid of any of these. Although I suppose the massive... Oh no, because I need something with row crop tyres. The only trouble now is either get rid of them at the JCB, which I like, or upgrade this, which is my biggest one. Like I say, going to give it some thought. See where we end up. That's the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.